Hi, this is Lindsay with Bisque Imports. I am the new creative coordinator, and today I'm going to show you how to do the bubble technique, which you can use all year round, or it's a really fun thing to do for Christmas. All right, so what we're going to need is, we're going to need some dish soap, so any brand dish soap. And then today I'm using Dunkin' glazes, so I'm going to be doing the bubbles with CN 162 bright winter green, CN 172 bright kelp, CN 074 really red, and then we're gonna put a cute little simple design on top of the bubbles with CN 253 black. Okay, and then we're also gonna need water. So just make sure you have a cup of water and a hydro sponge, straws. I prefer the bendy straws just because they make things easier, but you can use whatever kind of straws you wanna do. And you don't have to do this, but measuring spoon does kind of help because we have to kind of measure out equal parts of the soap, the glaze, and the water. And then for the outlining, the simple design, I'm gonna need just some small, either fine tip brushes or round brushes, whatever you want to use. And then to mix the bubble solution together, I prefer little like Dixie cup or shot glass type disposable cups, but you can use whatever you would like. So we're gonna be doing the bubble technique on this 8-inch square tile. The item number is 1771. All right, so we're gonna get started. So I'm gonna do 3 different colors of bubbles to layer on there. Makes it look really cool. So how it works with the bubbles is it's 2 parts glaze, 1 part water, and a couple of drops, 2 to 3 drops of the dish soap. So in these little cups, I'm gonna start to make that solution with all 3 of these colors here. So I'm gonna start with the bright winter green. Used to eyeballing it, but so what you can do is just to kind of make sure that you're doing enough equal parts. So I'm gonna do 2 teaspoons of the glaze, and then I'm gonna grab just a teaspoon of the water. And then just a couple of drops of the dish soap. All right. I'm gonna go ahead and add all this to the rest of the colors. Okay, so now that everything is in here, we have to stir it together. So what you do is you take a straw, and then we're just gonna kind of mix this up. And you can start with whatever color you want to do to layer it. So just kind of stir it up so that way you don't see any water or soap sitting at the top. And then what you're gonna do is gonna kind of hold the cups at a slight angle over your piece, and then you're gonna blow bubbles into the mixture, kind of like how you did with chocolate milk when you were a kid. And you're gonna kind of, as you're blowing the bubbles, move around the tile to kind of get a good layer of bubbles on there. All right, so once you have the first layer of bubbles on there, just kind of let it sit for a second. And then what you can do is kind of speed up the process a little bit of them popping, what I do is I just kind of lightly blow on them and it makes them pop a little faster so you can go on to the next layers. Once you get it down to where it's manageable, and there's still some bubbles on here, but it's not like big mountain of bubbles, you can move on to the next color. So I'm gonna go ahead and do the bright winter green on here next. All right, I'm gonna stir up the really red. Okay, so now that a lot of the bubbles have settled and mostly dried, there is a little bit of excess little bits of bubbles and paint. So when you have that, or if you accidentally get more liquid on your piece, what you can do is take one of the hydro sponges and just kind of dab off the extra. So that's what I'm gonna do. Is there's some wet spots here. Just kind of lightly dab any extra, just dry it up so there's not like a puddle on here. So bubbles make a really cool background. So what you can do is, add something like a simple design on top with a darker color, and it creates a really cool looking piece. So since we're using Christmas colors, I figured we're gonna do some little simple ornament outlines on here just to make it more festive. So I'm actually gonna use the black, the CN253. And that's what I'm gonna do the quick little outlines with on here. So I'm gonna shake this up. And then you can use either fine tip brush or a little bit bigger kind of round brush, either one. I'm gonna end up going with the thicker one, I think, for this. So, just gonna go on top here and just add some fun ornaments. All right, so here is the finished product. I hope you guys enjoyed it. So the bubbles are on the bottom, just layering that and then letting that dry, and then you can add whatever fun designs you want to on top. I went with just black outlines of some Christmas ornaments. So I hope you guys enjoyed this. I had a great time showing you how to do this, and don't forget to check out bisqueimports.com to see all of our awesome products. Thank you. Have a good day. Yay!